Hard Hat Conversations coming at y'all. We got a lot to talk about, folks. We're going to get into the nitty gritty today a little bit. My name is Rich. I'm your host. It's Monday. We're in Cleveland, Ohio. All right, folks, that's enough of that. All right, this is Hard Hats Conversations. Please like, subscribe, and comment. As I said before, my name is Rich. Station here in Cleveland, Ohio. Coming at you live, uncut, unfeathered, everything else. So what you see is what you get. We got to get into it right now, folks. I'm just gonna come out with it. That's why it's called Hard Hats Conversations. Let me refer to my notes again. Cleveland, okay. I'm talking about Cleveland and the surrounding suburbs. Just the other week, the mayor of Cleveland said that crime is down. They all about numbers. My job is about numbers. I think everybody's job is about numbers because the numbers, sometimes they don't tell a lie. So I think this time they telling a lie, in my opinion. We got a lot of crime going on, domestic crime, and crime that really affects people. As I said before in another episode, this is episode 6. Welcome everyone. Um, when I say quality of life um, issues, I'm talking about just going to the store, going to the movies, just doing everyday regular stuff that people do. There's a lot of carjackings going on, and every time I see it on the news, uh, it's something I gotta say. I see a lot of young black youth doing it, and this is nothing new. When I was growing up, we had some issues like that as well. It just we got a lot of news media out there now, so you can't really hide it now anymore like you used to in the old days. You could report one little crime, and you think, oh, it's okay, everything okay. But we having random lately. I don't know what's going on in these young men and women household, but we need to investigate what's going on in a household because at the end of the day, if they're under 18, they got to go home to some type of adult supervision, just like we did, just like our kids, those out there that got kids and young teenagers. We have to hold everybody accountable. We just can't put it on law enforcement folks. They the last line of defense, and their job is to quell whatever is going on. So let's not wait till it get to that point. Let's hit it where it really hits. It starts at the home. So I know some people gonna say, "Oh, income and all that," but that's not the case, brothers and sisters. Some of it is up here. It's all about up here, and poor people have been around forever, and every poor person is not a criminal. Just like every rich person is not a criminal. So it works both ways, folks, and we gotta really try to tackle this issue because money is not going to do it. We gotta have a mindset. I was having a discussion with a young black brother today at work. We was talking about the N word. It just came up to me, and I know we all had these discussions. Some people think it's a word of endearment, which is, in my opinion, is ludicrous. And the reason I said that is the way they use the word over hundreds of years, and also my own personal experience with my parents. Like I said before in one of the episodes, my parents grew up in the Jim Crow laws. My father, I'm from a second marriage, folks, and my father was born in 1923. Can you imagine 1923 in Tupelo, Mississippi? Come on, folks, let's keep it real. You have to keep your head down. The white man can hang you or do whatever he want to you. The law enforcement wouldn't do nothing for you. So there's a lot of history with that, and so I understand all that. So don't come at me with your comments talking about I don't know what I'm talking about. I got firsthand experience. I got stories told to me and what to do and what to watch out for. But today, man, we come a long way. We got a lot going on as black folks. So we got to start slowing down on excuses. Like I said before in the other podcast, and that's with every other race as well. I know we had it the worst here in America, and I'm talking about America. I ain't talking about all over the world. We talking about America here. Out of all the groups, we had it the worst because we always was the head of all the other groups, of all the minority groups. Every time we made a stride, they benefit from it as well, and that's fine. That's fine. But let's keep it real. We always got to be the gatekeepers of that. So let's never forget that. But we have a lot, folks. But we still have some in-house issues that we need to take care of as a black family. In-house issue with no money, no president, no vice president, none of that can take care of no co-worker or whatever. We gotta fix our homes, folks, and it starts right there, and then we can start branching out for help. We gotta start checking and going back to some tough love. We got family members out there doing wrong. I think we need to have a civil war. Do we need to associate with them? Because if we keep associating with them that's out there doing crime and doing wrong, are we just as bad? Are we the driver when somebody you go with somebody that robbed a bank, but you didn't go in with a gun, but you the getaway driver? You just as guilty as they are. So if you have a family member living with you and you knowing they doing wrong, hurting other folks, and you participating by housing them or living with them or associating with them, then you just as guilty as they are, because I guarantee you, folks, that you wouldn't want that same another person like that person do crime to you as well. So I think we got to have a civil war, folks. I really do. We got to, and what I mean by that, I'm not talking about guns and fighting like in the Civil War. I'm talking about civil war is breaking away from those old stigmas about snitching, about if we keep our grass cut, if we are not stealing, or if we're not using the N word, that's a white thing. That's you acting like a nerd and all that kind of stuff. I'm just using stuff from my childhood. There's probably other stuff going on. You probably call it different names and stuff, but you get my meaning. So, do we need to have a civil war? Comment on that and let me know, because every day in the neighborhood, in the black neighborhood, there's no white people coming down there stealing your cars. They're not breaking in your house. They're not on the corner selling drugs. They're not beating up your women and children. They're not terrorizing your neighborhood up and down the street with those dirt bikes and stuff like that. Now, all I see is black faces. I don't see white faces. So we need to admit that, and we need to get out there and do some in-house cleaning, and tell the real truth. And we got to start teaching our brothers and sisters that this is wrong, and if you keep doing this, I'm not gonna have nothing to do with it. And I know it's hard, brothers and sisters, because they're family members and friends, and we all know where they live at. We all know where the crack house is. We all know where the crime area is. We know who's doing who. We all we all part of the grapevine. So if we want to sit up there and play the game and act like we don't know what's going on, sooner or later it's gonna come around and hit you, and then it's gonna be too late. You're gonna be crying, and everybody gonna be like, well, oh well, you just another victim, like they doing right now. It's no big deal right now. So we gotta crack down on that, folks. Black family, we gotta do it. I know it's tough. I have to go through it too with my family. You have to disassociate yourself until they get themselves together, get some help. And then when they get themselves together, the door is always open. It's always open, but we cannot keep continuing with this stuff, with the rap music and everything else. There's good rap music out there with good beats. But man, I'm tired. I'm tired of my black sisters being called, those B words, and all we do is talk about sexual acts and stuff like that. I'm tired of that. That's old. That's dumb. I'm sorry, that's dumb. Can we talk about something else? Let's talk about how we can invest, how we can love each other. Everything is always angry all the time. I don't know about you, but I'm not angry all the time. I'm not. I'm working out my circumstances, and so can they. And let's cut out with the excuses. We got a lot of opportunities out here now, folks. A lot. So if you want to stay on that game and then let these certain people, that's here's another thing. Help me out with this. Like I said, comment, like, and subscribe. We got these elite black folks with lots of money, all everything in every area. But you got a handful now, that as soon as a white cop or a white person kill a black person, it's a hate crime, it's racist. Can it just be a crime sometimes? Sometimes it's just a regular old crime. Everything ain't racism, it's a crime. Some of it is, but everything is. It's just called old-fashioned crime. And then we're ready to burn up everything in our own neighborhood, because we ain't going out in their neighborhood. You know what'll happen? You go out there, we're going to tell, we got one Wendy's left in our neighborhood, we're going to burn it down. Then we're going to say we don't have no Wendy's burgers in our neighborhood. Oh, we got a food desert. But yet we sit up there terrorizing the store. The customers can't even get in there. You're standing all around. It look like hell out there. No grass cut, trash everywhere, pop bottles everywhere, and that's us doing that. That's no mystery white person coming down there dumping bags of trash in the neighborhood. There's no mystery white person coming down there stealing Kias or anybody's car. There's no mystery white person coming down there knocking grandma over the head at the first of the month when she's trying to get her medication and her food. Because that could be your grandmother, your mother, your aunt. Come on, brothers and sisters, you know what I'm talking about. Do we need to have a civil war? Because we're the only ones that can change our neighborhood. Because as soon as some white person come down there and talk like this and try to come, you're going to call them all kind of names. Get out of here, we don't need you. Okay, that's good. Okay, let's say that. So what are we doing as a whole? We still living in neighborhoods. We don't have a community. We don't. And every time those politicians and those black leaders get up there, none of those black leaders living down there with you. None of them. None of them sharing your pain. And another thing, they made it out. Racism didn't hurt them too much, did it? They living good. The same ones that touting racism are living good. Think about it. Just sit back and think about it while you get mad. Think about it. The same black leaders that are saying that we're stuck in a systemic system where we can never get out, which is a lie. We've been getting out for years at a slow pace because you know why? We let them keep us stuck in that mindset. When you have one racist person do an act, now you want to hold back. So let's think about this, folks. You have one person do a racist act, that's going to stop a whole nation of people. Do you know that's insane? You're going to have that once in a while. That's insane. So let's concentrate on what we're doing in our own neighborhoods. Let's clean it up. Let's quit hanging around with all the bad people. Let's show the bad people we don't want this no more. Let's do that, folks. Let's try that out one time, okay? Before you start, because as soon as something happens, you're already ready to blame somebody else. I was like that. I wanted to blame everybody. I got the right to blame somebody. My father and mother couldn't even drink out the same water fountain as white folks. And some of you out there know what I'm talking about. You got the same folks down in the South. We got to stop this, folks. This is insanity. This crazy rap music. Make them stop buying their records and make them start talking about some positive stuff like they used to do. They used to and with a nice beat where we can dance and feel good about it. I don't want to go out and kill nobody. I don't want to go out and rape nobody. I don't want to go out and shoot no end. What is that? That's insane. A word of endearment. That's how damaged our brains is. That's crazy. If I was to say the N word in the house, I would have got hit with a wet dish rag in my mouth. Because my parents went through that and they've been called that all up and down. Oh, Lord, it's crazy. They got plenty of movies out there. Instead of looking at videos all day, YouTube some of that history of what the N word used to be used for and what it did to our people. It was horrible. So why are we doing it to ourselves? I don't want to be called no N word. Call me Richard, Rich, brother, friend, uncle, cuz. Don't call me none of that garbage. It's insane, folks. We got to stop this. We're the only ones that's to blame for. We're the only ones. All right, I'm going to get off that ramp because I'm getting my blood pressure up. I ain't even take my medicine yet. But you guys out there know and girls know what I'm talking about. The real ones, okay? The real black folks, not the men's. The men's don't know what I'm talking about. All they worried about is having a good time and a kicking and you know what. So the real black folks know what I'm talking about. The ones that's trying to maintain some type of life, that's going through all the struggles to maintain and be a productive citizen. They know what I'm talking about. All right, folks. Thanks for listening. I'm gonna get off of that rant for a minute. We'll talk about that some more. I need to have a. You know what? I think I need to. I think I need to have a panel. I'm gonna try to get one or two people on with me, and we're gonna air it out. Cause like I said, I don't know everything. We need to we need to have a panel. Let me get a couple of people over here so they can see. Maybe I'm wrong. Share some light on this subject, some of their experience and stuff. Because I'm just telling you my experience. This ain't something I made up in some science fiction novel. This is reality that I lived through and still live to today. So I'm not making this up. Where am I? Oh yeah. As you can see, let's go on a lighter note. Well, I don't know if this is a lighter note or not, but you see, I got my Browns lanyard on. I don't know why, but I just had to get a word in for my Browns fans out there. Hang in there. It's only 3 games. We know it was ugly yesterday, but we can come back. We can come back. Let's get that line shored up a little bit. We still need that running game. We don't know how Nick Chubb gonna be, so don't expect much for Nick Chubb. If he give it to us, he give it to us. But don't beat him up if that knee don't want to run right. So I know he'll be back and give it a try. But let's keep supporting these other running backs that we have. You know, Njoku, he's out. Don't forget that. That's a threat. You know, so and other teams know that he's a threat, and they don't have to worry about him no more. So that's more defenders up on the line. And also our quarterback, you know, he still, remember, he ain't played number 12, 13 games. He got psychological stuff going on, and so he got to get his mind set for them 3 hours of the game, block everything out, and try to ball out. Maybe he's not 100%, maybe he's 80%, but he got to get it. He got to keep getting going. Those receivers, they gotta man up and get open. You know, they got to support the quarterback. So, like I said, it's all hands in. So we gotta do that, folks. We really gotta do that. So that's all I'm gonna talk to you about tonight. I'm gonna keep it short. I got some other stuff I need to do. Like I said, please like and subscribe and comment as much as you want. Give me some ideas. I love you guys and girls out there. I appreciate whoever's listening. I'm doing my part. I'm doing the best I can. And if you got anything positive, good going on, send me something. And if I like it, hey, I'm on board. And if I don't, I'm not on board. But please let me know. I like positive stuff. I used to be out there in the streets a little bit when I can. You know, I don't know everything, but I got a little insight on some things. And please, folks, another thing too, with your money, be wise with it. I don't care if you got $1 million or $100. It doesn't matter. Stretch it and be wise with it. Don't spend every dollar you can get. There's nothing wrong with saving. Nothing at all for a rainy day, you know. Because these credit cards will kill you, man. Trust me, I know about them. They will destroy you. So keep your few dollars around, so just in case something happens. You know, remember, you know, it's tough out there now. Everybody's hurting right now, and the world is not a forgiving world anymore. You know, it's like you either have it or you don't, or you just sink or swim. So I'm gonna let you go tonight, folks. Thank you for listening, and Lord willing, I'll be back again Wednesday with some more info, and hopefully you guys and girls make some comment and give me some input and let me know how you feel and any ideas you got coming up. Let me know, and I will try to get that panel together to talk about some of these in-house black issues. You know, because we got to work on this, folks, because make me not want to look at the news no more. You know, I'm tired of seeing my young brothers and sisters terrorizing their own neighborhood and the folks that live in there. And that's our future. They're our future. So, you know, I know it's tough with money and everything, but we can make it happen. You know, we've been through a lot, folks, and we got to teach our youth some stuff. You know, we got to really talk about these having all these kids out of wedlock and stuff like that. We got to stop. We got to slow that down. It done got out of hand. You know, we can't even take care of ourselves. So why are we having 3, 4, 5 kids? That doesn't make sense. Somebody got to talk to that person. Somebody got to pray for that person, because it's going to hurt them in the long run, because they're going to get frustrated and they think that they can live off the government, and the government barely give you enough to stay off the street. So please, somebody that's close to them, a family member, a friend, talk to them and tell them this not a good thing to be having all these kids like this, because the kids gonna suffer and you're gonna suffer, because you're always struggling to try to feed them and you can't give them what they want, you know, which is a decent life. Trust me, I've seen it, been through some of it, and it's tough, you know. So it's not a badge of honor of having a whole bunch of kids and you can't raise them and somebody else is doing it. That's not a good feeling. That's You want that to be a help when somebody helping you out and helping you feed your kid. You don't want that a life thing. So it's a lot of opportunity for us out here as black folks. So let's keep that in mind, and let's love everybody. Our white brothers and sisters out here struggling too. They trying to make it as well, you know. So let's all come together and keep the peace, folks, because we only got one planet Earth. And, you know, we got to survive. We can't fight all the time. Somebody gonna get tired. Ain't gonna be none of us left. Okay. All right. Peace out.